So I realized this morning, because somebody had commented in one of my videos about AA, saying that AA changed in the 60s. But no, they really didn't. They set up more of an organizational structure because they were expanding so much. But really, they've stuck to their 12 traditions. I was so involved with AA for so many decades that I was even like at General Service Board like meetings because I wanted to see how that operated. So I know a lot about it. I also know a lot about the psychiatry or the mental health end of this because I've been a psych nurse for 14 years. So this is where God says, I'm going to make it all make sense to you one day. And for whatever reason, what's the date today? I don't know. But he decided that now it's going to all converge and you will understand. Okay? Because of stuff like this. So this is, wait till I'm just going to read you a couple of things this person said. These people, they come out of the woodwork, okay? So look, this is what was my aha moment in many ways today. First of all, in the 60s, what did happen besides AA creating more of an organizational structure was the woke started trying to tear down AA. But not just the woke. Well, you could really look at them as all woke. The Christian denomination started attacking AA, saying that you need to say Jesus, okay? Then you had the atheists coming along saying you better get rid of God. And then you had this, the science and the review people saying you don't have professionals in there, you don't know what you're doing, you need to stop. Okay, from every end, everybody coming along, even to the people that said, I don't like that you're telling me that I'm powerless and weak. And then they get resentful, and then they leave, and then they write stupid articles like this, okay? So let me just tell you why all of these people are wrong. And this is the reason I think that AA is a bigger miracle, that the founders didn't think it would be. I don't think, they never intended to become some heroes or anything. Seriously, they didn't. They will forever write nothing but nastiness, because what influences the experts and the peer-reviewed is wickedness, even if they don't realize what underlies everything in their profession it is. I've seen it. Like, it's been a shocker to me because I didn't become a nurse until later in life. See, I married another recovering alcoholic. We were married for many years, then we got divorced. And after I got divorced, I entered nursing school. So, I met my ex-husband in AA. I was in it a very long time by the time I entered nursing school. And then I've thought for years now, like, why did I become a nurse? Why did I especially become a psych nurse? But see, I've loved being a psych nurse only from the end of helping patients. If at any moment I can try to help somebody, I'd like to do that, like to make them see there's hope out there. I'm not saying be some savior, but the system doesn't want you. The system wants to control you. This is why American Nurses Association was created. This is why every damn association under the sun, when it comes to medicine, nursing, all of them was created. And all they've all done is ruin everything. Then they come along, and here you got this AA program. It's just a self-help program, not a religion, but you got religion attacking it. You got the science attacking it. You got a bunch of woke people, which all of those people, in my opinion, being woke, okay, because they're all attacking something that is working for 2 million people, and then you want to bitch and moan about it? Like, you want to try to destroy it. Yeah, because you have no hope, because what you do doesn't work, because the science can't fix the alcoholic, because the churches couldn't fix the alcoholic, okay? And because we have woke, over too sensitive people that can't handle looking at their own character defects, that come in and then want to, write all their stupid articles about AA. All of you prove why that's where God's doing his work. All of you do. See, I was sort of, shocked when at my very first nursing job of all places, where I often say the hell began then. and I'm not going to go into that story, but it's like they don't want you to help people. It's like they don't want you, especially because psych patient, to let them believe that there's hope. No, the science wants, we're going to give you a drug to fix all of it. Well, I've seen the drugs it comes up with for alcoholics. It doesn't work. They return like a revolving door, like psych has all the time. I'm not saying that psychiatry doesn't help other areas of illness, mental illness. It does. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying, but they should not, the science and the church, all of you should just mind your own damn business. Leave this work to God, because it's something none of you understand. But these articles are forever, okay? And it's just the woke agenda. The woke agenda has been attacking AA in the 60s, long before it even infiltrated. But that's when it started, woke started infiltrating the institutions. So this person, formerly those of us who were AA rejects, were made to feel insane when the program made no sense to us and thus offered no help to us. Any avenue toward help sent us back into the 12-step programs, because they were essentially the only game in town. And there we could once again feel crazy, alone, and hopeless. And we failed to see exactly how powerless and how the recovery lifestyle, with all of its contradictions, self-defeating ideas, and irrational recommendations, could save us from ourselves. Okay, so right there, and I know I'm putting a tone on it because that's what this is. This is the ego. Everybody I just mentioned, including the person that wrote this, there's millions of them. They don't want to recognize their own ego. And so really AA is like a mirror that is held up in front of them, and they don't like it. So that's the reason they've been trying to attack it since the beginning, okay? So let me just go on, because this is being a big baby. Okay, and it's like, if it doesn't work for you, then leave. The other thing they like to do is say it's some cult like Scientology. Oh, don't even go down that road with me. Don't even. See, because that's where I will rip you to shreds too. I mean, verbally rip you to shreds. Because Scientology has nothing but an absolute horrendous history behind it, okay? I get they hate psychiatry, whatever, okay? But they have some self-help programs, and then when people try to compare their self-help programs to AA, it's like, don't even. AA doesn't ask a thing of you. They don't care if you don't show back up. They don't even know your last name. Nothing. You don't even have to give $1 in the basket if you don't want to. Everything is a suggestion. But then these stupid people, educated, higher educated, woke, Christian churches, atheists, all come around and start complaining and calling it a cult when it's anything but. But this whiner and complainer, this is all an example. Yeah, it's not going to work. You have to be able to see that you're powerless. And so, see, this world isn't used to that. Because even in psychiatry, they're not going to say, oh, no, you're not powerless. You're in control. You can gain control of your... Yeah, and in AA, they tell you the opposite. But that's what saves people, because what did Jesus show? It's what I said. He came and he surrendered himself. He said, I'm powerless. We're supposed to imitate Christ, right? So people in AA actually are imitating Christ and don't even know it. Because they're admitting defeat. They're admitting I can't fix it. I'm not perfect. You go into the psychiatry department, they're going to have you read off a bunch of affirmations. I'm a great person. I'm a loving person. So for the alcoholic, they have to see they haven't been any of those things. It doesn't mean that you stay that way. It means you have to recognize who you are, how you are powerless, the mess you've created in your life. And telling you that, oh no, you're just a wonderful person at the very beginning stages isn't going to help you. And it's not other people saying you're bad. Please don't get me wrong. This is just somebody that doesn't like the wording of the steps. They have forever been around. The Christian denominations don't like the steps. The atheists don't like the steps. The higher educated and the peer-reviewed don't like the steps. Everybody in the world who doesn't seem to have a clue about God, about health, about healing, they all seem to have one thing in common. They all work for the devil.